All right, what's going on? If you think that the Home Business Academy is just about making residual income and not helping other people, then you are in for a rude awakening, because we are more than that. We're here to serve other people who are less fortunate than we are. And that's why we like help feeding the starving children, around the world. And so I want you to watch this video. My mentor, Paul, is going to explain to you how this works. Watch the video until the end. And once you have watched the video, if you decide you want to be a part of this movement, the HBA movement, click the link that's in the description. You can get started today for just $10. And join it for just $10. You are making a contribute to our cause, but you're also helping yourself as well. So watch this video. I hope you get value from it. Click the link in the description. Have a great day today and a better day tomorrow. Peace.
I want to share with you something that is very, very close to my heart and very exciting. How we feed thousands and thousands of kids throughout the world with the Home Business Academy. Should we just get to the exciting part first? Yeah, I think so. Let's go.
We wanted to thank everyone and report how we did at this Freedom Fest. So Muriel has agreed to share the good news.
Yes, after wiping off my tears out of emotion, how beautiful this is. I've been told that from this Freedom Fest alone, after all expenses, so what is left and is donated today, only from Freedom Fest number 5 is, are you ready? Yes. Hold on. 24,080 days of meals.
You guys did that. We all did.
But that's not all.
That's
If
like
you
2
want to
decades.
know what HBA did from all the Freedom Fest until now, including 2 days of this Freedom Fest, in total donated to Feed My Starving Children days of meals. Are you ready?
Yes.
98,654 days of meals.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah,
What's our
so
grand total now?
Paul and Mike for
Well,
allowing us to donate.
Yeah, well, this couldn't happen without all of us coming together.
What's our
Every
grand
single
total?
person that bought a ticket, all of you guys on the live stream, and everyone here in person, equal contribution to this. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you guys, and it's just the beginning. So
Isn't that so cool? So what I want to do now is show you the total number of meals that we've donated up to the point of this video. And then I also want to just quickly tell you the story and why it is that we do this and a little bit of how this works. Okay, so the total update meal count, if you scroll down to the bottom of our members area, you see that since we started our company to today, we have provided enough donations to provide 395,165 days of meals. So how did this come about? Why do we do it? And why does it matter to anyone who wants to build a long-term stable residual income from home? I was on a plane ride flying home from an event, and I was reading a book. The book was called Abundance by Peter Diamandis. And in that book, I read a story about an entrepreneur who had decided to donate a portion of all their revenue to help build water wells for people in Africa who didn't have fresh, clean water to drink. I immediately texted my business partner, Mike, because we were in the beginning stages of masterminding the idea that was to become the Home Business Academy. And I said, hey, what if we did something like this? And he said, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. It would be nice to know that as we were building for ourselves and our families, that at the same time, we were building something for humanity, something that did good in the world that was completely disconnected from any products that we sold or any income that we generated. So then we went on the hunt to find an organization that we could donate to consistently for when we started our company and started to bring in revenue. And that's when we found Feed My Starving Children, literally from an online search. We noticed that this organization doesn't take any money from the government. They use volunteers for most of what they do. In fact, we, on our annual event, will go to a Feed My Starving Children location and actually pack meals. So we liked that this was a ground up, use the people type of a movement where hands actually got together and did the work. And we also learned that Feed My Starving Children has an extremely high score when it comes to percentage of dollar donated that actually makes it to the people who need it. So we decided that we were going to take a portion of all of our revenue, from the moment we started the company and start sending it off to feed my starving children. And we've been doing that every month since we got started. Now, why do we do this? There's a great quote from Napoleon Hill that says, if money is all you have in your paycheck at the end of the week, you have been grossly underpaid. So we like the idea that you're building for something more. That yes, you get money in your paycheck at the end of the week, but in addition to that, what is the good you're doing in the world? What are the great things that are happening? What lives are being impacted because you decided to show up and go to work today? Also, in alignment with that idea is this idea of capitalism tempered with the golden rule. Capitalism is great because it represents freedom and free will and free choice and the ability to do the things that you want to do and build what you want to build and climb as high as you want to climb. That's a great thing. But what we noticed is that where capitalism sometimes goes wrong is when greed slips into the equation and you just have this never-ending hunt for more and more and more money, and you're not thinking about others in the world and using your harvest to do good things in the world. So we like the idea that as entrepreneurs, if we can practice capitalism tempered by the golden rule, we can preserve freedom and at the same time make the world a better place for everybody. So this is one way that we strive to practice this idea that we believe in. Now, why does it matter for anyone building a residual income in a home-based business? Well, one thing that I learned a long time ago is that if the only thing you have to offer people is products and money, you're missing the soul of what moves people. People want to be a part of something that is bigger than themselves. I'm in that category. I want to be a part of something that's doing something big with a group of people where we're all aligned together, doing something good in the world. And so if you want to build a residual income from home, in my opinion, it's extremely important that whatever it is that you build has an element of this, where yes, you've got great products. Yes, you've got a great compensation plan, but what else? What else are you all aligned in? What kind of a big change and positive impact do you believe in that you can believe in with other people, where when you go to work, it's not just what am I going to get today? It's what am I going to do today to make the world a better place? And so this Feed My Starving Children aspect to our company literally has been a big part of the soul of our organization. And I think this is why we have proved to be able to not just build residual income, but build a community that is loyal and sticky and absolutely loves what we have. I think this Feed My Starving Children is a very important part of that. Okay, so how does it work? Well, every month at the first of the month, we take a look at the total revenue that we've brought in to the company. And then we have a percentage calculation that we do on that number. And that gives us the donation amount. And then we go to feedmystarvingchildren.org and we make a donation. And we've been doing that every single month since we started the company back in 2016. That's one part. The second part of our donations to Feed My Starving Children comes from our Freedom Fest events that we do annually. We decided that for our event structure, we didn't want the events to be a profit center. The most important part of the events, in our opinion, was to get people together, to build relationships, to do training, to have fun, and do recognition. And also, one thing that we haven't loved about events in the past is this idea of force and pressure and twisting people's arms to get to the events. So when Mike and I decided to do this Freedom Fest every year, we said, okay, how are we going to do this in a way that our event structure feels good to our hearts and feels good to our souls, where there's not pressure on people and it's fun and enjoyable, and we accomplish the thing that we want to accomplish, which is getting people together, building relationships, having fun, doing recognition. And together we came up with this idea that I don't know that I've ever seen it done before, but we're doing it in the HBA. So our events are 100% nonprofit. What does that mean? It means we sell event tickets because it costs money to rent a room. It costs money to do certain things that you need to do at an event. So we have to have some revenue coming in to pay for the expenses in order to sustain the event. But what we do is we sell event tickets, we collect the revenue, and then the revenue that we collect, it goes to two places. First, to pay the expenses for the event, and then second, every dollar beyond the event expense goes 100% to Feed My Starving Children. So that video that I just showed you with Muriel reporting that number at Freedom Fest and the number from all the Freedom Fests that we've done so far, that's from those donations. So now when we come together at our Freedom Fest event, We're all coming together to do something great for each other, to do something great for residual income, to do something great to learn and train and solidify what we have, and to do something great for the world. So that's our impact report for 2025, at least at this point in time. And I want to thank you so much for taking a little bit of your time to learn about our partnership with Feed My Starving Children. If you're in the Home Business Academy or have been in the past, I want to say thank you so much for helping to make this possible. If you're considering getting started with the Home Business Academy, this is yet another reason the Home Business Academy is such a great choice for building a business from home. And if you're not in the Home Business Academy and not thinking about getting started with the Home Business Academy, please at least take this idea, implement it in another enterprise, or find another business that has something like this. Because if you want your income to stick and stay, it's a very, very important principle to follow. Thanks for watching. Would love to hear your thoughts down below. Whatever you do, always go for your dreams. Bye for now.